A youth-led protest over exam paper leaks is rapidly becoming one of the biggest political challenges of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third term. Thousands returned to the streets of New Delhi on Tuesday, a day after police used batons and tear gas to stop demonstrations marching towards parliament. The protesters are demanding accountability for alleged corruption in India's examination system, beginning with the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. The unrest centers on the leak of question papers for a national medical entrance exam in May. The breach affected around 2 million candidates and forced authorities to hold fresh examinations. Local media have linked the crisis to the deaths by suicide of a dozen students. Protest organizers are seeking compensations of 10 million rupees for each affected family. At the forefront of the campaign is the Cockroach Janta Party, or CJP, a youth-led movement that began as an online satire before evolving into a broader protest platform. Its appeal now extends beyond students to young professionals and families frustrated by repeated examination irregularities, corruption, and a shortage of jobs despite years of strong economic growth. More than 5,000 people gathered at Jantar Mantar on Tuesday under heavy police surveillance. Organizers said the protest would continue, but ruled out another march on Parliament, citing fears of further police violence. Delhi police said nearly 180 people were injured in Monday's clashes, including 118 police and security personnel and 60 demonstrators. The CJP said more than 150 protesters had received hospital treatment. Reuters could not independently verify those figures. Police accused the demonstrator of violating prohibitory orders and engaging in aggressive and violent behavior. Protesters, however, accused officers of using excessive force, including against women. Videos showing young demonstrators being beaten and dragged away spread rapidly online, triggering public anger and drawing India's opposition into the movement. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vandra, and other opposition figures staged a protest outside Modi's residence on Tuesday evening. Police briefly detained them after Gandhi demanded the resignation of senior government officials over the exam scandal and the crackdown. The growing opposition support gives the movement greater political reach but also presents a dilemma. CJP leaders insist there is a non-electoral movement focused on students. Analysts warn that the original demand could be overshadowed as political parties compete to position themselves as defenders of India's youth ahead of important state elections. For the opposition, the stakes are considerable. More than half of India's 1.42 billion people are estimated to be under 30, making disaffected young voters a potentially decisive political force. The protests also intensified after prominent climate activist Sonam Wangchuk joined the campaign. Wangchuk began a hunger strike on June 28 and was later taken to hospital by police as his health deteriorated. Following a petition by his wife, the Delhi High Court allowed Wangchuk to be transferred to a private hospital. His release from alleged detention is one of the movement's central demands. Modi has not directly addressed the protesters in public. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju said the Prime Minister had told the governing coalition and lawmakers that authorities acted as soon as the irregularities emerged. According to the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Modi said 13 people had been arrested, the examination had been conducted again, and those responsible would face strict punishment.
नीट के एग्जाम के बारे में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है कि जब पेपर लीक का खबर आए तुरंत सरकार ने कार्रवाई किया और 13 लोगों को अरेस्ट करके जेल में डाल दिया गया है और साथ साथ जो छात्र हैं, स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उनका भविष्य को नुकसान ना हो इसलिए री एग्जामिनेशन नीट का प्राथमिकता दिया गया और री एग्जामिनेशन को सक्सेसफुली सफलतापूर्वक कंडक्ट किया गया और उसका रिजल्ट निकालने में कोई विलंब नहीं किया। तो दोबारा इस तरह का पेपर लीक ना हो इसके लिए सख्ती से कदम जो उठाया गया है, जिन्होंने पेपर लीक धंधे में जो लिप्त है, जो लोग दोषी पाए गए हैं, जिसको अरेस्ट किया गया है, उसको जेल में डाल करके प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अपील भी किया है कि उनका जो सजा है उसको सख्ती से सख्ती सजा कैसे दिया जाए उसमें सारा टॉप क्लास के वकील लोग भी साथ दें ताकि जो पेपर लीक जैसे पाप काम किया है उन लोगों को घोर सख्त सजा मिले और आगे पेपर लीक नहीं होने के लिए सख्ती से जो कदम उठाया गया है उसके बारे में भी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जानकारी दिया और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने यह भी कहा कि पेपर लीक सिर्फ एक राज्य का मामला नहीं है, सिर्फ केंद्र सरकार का मामला नहीं, पूरा देश का हर एक राज्य में जहां जहां पेपर लीक करने में जो लोग लिप्त हैं, जो लोग इस धंधे में इन्वॉल्व है, जिन्होंने काम इस तरह का घिनौना किया है, पाप काम किया है, उनको सजा देने के लिए सब एकजुट होना चाहिए। ये कोई दलगत राजनीति का विषय नहीं है, ये देश का विषय है। और युवाओं का भविष्य के साथ कोई खिलवाड़ नहीं होने के लिए और खिलवाड़ नहीं करने देने के लिए शक्ति से कदम भी उठाए, सजा भी दे दोषियों को, और फिर फुल प्रूफ सिस्टम काम जो अभी कर रहे हैं उसमें भी सब मिल करके करें। इसको प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बल दिया है।
But for many young protesters, those assurances fall short. The CJP is demanding Pradhan's resignation, accountability for both police response and compensation for bereaved families. Its leaders say the demonstrations will continue until those demands are addressed. What began as outrage over a leaked examination has now become a wider confrontation over jobs, corruption, policing, and whether India's political system is listening to its young people.